when I went to the convention, the first thing I saw was Hillary Clinton standing outside of the United Center, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's all, "Hi, it's Hillary. I can't wait to see you guys. I'll be inside soon, and I'm so excited to be here." And then she thought the feed was cut, and she went from "see you soon," and then 3 seconds later, after she thought the feed was cut, she turned to a bipolar rage and goes, "Take this effing mic," and threw it right at the guy's face, the cameraman. Threw it right at his face, and then the whole crowd went quiet for 10 minutes in shock over what they saw.
Yeah, she's got a public face and a private face, and we've heard this over and over again.
It disappeared. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. It disappeared.
Yeah, we've heard this over and over again from the Secret Service agents that protected her, the abuse that she levels at everybody, even those who put their lives at risk to protect her life. She throws that kind of abuse at. It wasn't that she was having a bad day. This is a pattern of behavior we hear over and over again.
Yeah, it was 20 years ago. So, the mainstream media has been covering this up the whole time. Right here is this book, Mainstream Media, The Temporary Role of Delegates and Alternatives to the Democratic National Convention in 1996. All the people you can interview for all this stuff is in this book. It's in the book.
Well, you saw some things with Bill Clinton as well, didn't you?
Oh, I saw the most sickest display of sexual predator and groping and touching and molesting I've ever seen. And it was all in public view at a closed door event in a ballroom on August 30th, the day after his nomination speech.
Wow. And tell us what he did.
Well, I was invited guest of the DNC delegate, because each DNC member was allowed to take one guest into this ballroom. It was a closed door event, but I believe there was media there. They had their cameras all up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're standing there, we're waiting, and then there's this woman in a wheelchair behind the crowd, and I was standing next to the Reverend Jesse Jackson, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he pushed all these people, and they were pissed, but he pushed all. He goes, "You need to stand back and let this woman in the wheelchair to the front of the receiving line." And so he pushed her in the wheelchair to the front of the receiving line, right? And he put her there, and then he said, Reverend Jackson said something I'll never forget. He said, "Watch his hands." Watch his hands. And he's talking about the president of the United States, Bill Clinton, telling this woman in a wheelchair to watch his hands.
Wow.
So then Bill Clinton comes out, right? And he's groping, fondling, touching. He's like grabbing every woman that was on the executive committee in his book. They're all on the stage with Governor Bill Richardson, Donald Fowler, with Senator Chris Dodd, everybody. They're all in the book. Mainstream Media, you could interview them. And he's groping, fondling, touching, just grabbing deep down. This guy was a sexual predator gone wild from the time Dick Morris was taken down in the tabloids and had to resign until Matt Drudge brought out Monica Lewinsky. This guy was crazy, and the mainstream media covered it all up.
That's the interesting thing.
He's grabbing everybody. He's nonstop. He's like, "Nobody can touch me. Nobody can touch me."